They said she can't beat SEAL Commander until she broke his ribs in front of 100 soldiers. The courtyard fell silent the moment she stepped into the training ring. 100 soldiers stood in a half circle, their eyes fixed on the slim figure, adjusting the straps on her gloves. She was calm, but the whispers weren't kind. She's too small, too fragile. She won't last a minute. Their words cut deeper than any blade, but she didn't flinch. Across from her, the towering SEAL commander rolled his shoulders, confident, almost amused, as though the fight had been decided long before it began. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. The air was thick with anticipation, the kind that crackles in the lungs and makes every heartbeat sound louder. Dust rose beneath their boots as the commander took his stance. His presence radiated authority, decades of battle experience, scars that whispered of survival, and a strength that had humbled men twice her size. Yet here she stood, unshaken. Her hands trembled slightly, not from fear, but from the weight of memory. She remembered the faces of those who said she didn't belong, the instructors who dismissed her, the battles she had fought not with fists, but with endurance. The whistle pierced the air. The commander lunged, his strike swift and brutal. She dodged, the wind of his fist grazing her cheek. Gasps rippled through the crowd. She countered with speed, her movements sharp, deliberate, honed by nights of silent training when no one believed in her. Still, each blow she landed seemed to vanish against his hardened frame. For a moment, doubt crept in. Maybe they were right. Maybe I can't win. But then she saw it. A small opening, a fraction of hesitation in his stance, the kind of detail only the observant notice. She pressed forward, her strikes not fueled by rage, but by clarity, by a determination carved from years of being underestimated. The commander's smirk faltered. The soldiers leaned in. The whispers grew louder. Some urged her to stop, to yield, to avoid the humiliation of defeat. Others, though fewer, silently willed her forward. And in that swell of voices, she realized this was not just a fight against a man, it was against the very weight of disbelief that had shadowed her entire journey. The commander struck again, faster this time. She absorbed the blow, pain rippling through her ribs, her vision blurring for a second. But she did not fall. She steadied herself, breathing through the ache, and then she launched, a precise, devastating strike straight to his side. A sound cracked through the courtyard, sharp, unmistakable. The commander staggered, clutching his ribs, his face a mask of shock. The crowd froze. Silence. No one dared breathe. And then slowly the murmurs returned. Not in doubt, but in awe. The girl they said could never stand had just broken the rib of a man feared across nations. The commander sank to one knee, not out of defeat, but out of recognition. His eyes met hers, not with anger, but with respect. In that silence, he extended his hand. For a heartbeat, she hesitated. Was victory supposed to feel like this? Not triumphant, but heavy layered with questions. Had she humiliated him? Or had she finally earned the right to be seen? She reached out, lifted his hand, and helped him rise. The soldiers erupted, not in mockery, but in thunderous applause. It wasn't just her victory, it was the victory of everyone who had ever been told you don't belong. Because courage doesn't measure strength, it measures heart. And in that courtyard, as dust swirled in the golden sunlight, she proved that even silence can roar, and even doubt can be shattered. Because kindness doesn't vanish, it waits and it finds its way back. If this story moved you, take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments. And if you love stories of courage, justice, and resilience, make sure to subscribe. There are more stories waiting, and you won't want to miss the next one.